Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, just wanted to look back at my first layoff. So I started with a healthcare company back in May of 2006. I was in the middle of a divorce, losing a significant amount of weight, and I was happy starting with this healthcare company. It was in sales. I really enjoyed it. It was good work, great benefits, and I did the job well with some recognition. Then in 2008, my company got bought out. We got on a conference call with the new leadership team, and they stated that no changes are expected and continue business as usual. Then a year later, in October 2009, the company laid off half the West Coast, and I was part of that layoff. I got the news from the VP on a one-on-one conference call. The VP did these calls in waves. I did hear from a colleague of mine who was on an earlier call with the VP that layoffs are happening. The calls were short, no one said anything. I remember after that call, I was numb. I've never been through something where my employment stopped. I was definitely hurt, angry, upset, and confused. What did I do that was wrong? Did I upset someone? All these questions I had. My direct supervisor was also let go at the same time. I mean, if you look at it, less individual contributors equals less managers that are needed. He was at 60 at the time, and he was a little upset as well. I talked with some colleagues who kept their jobs. They were stunned as well. For them, it was more responsibilities and tasks as they added more workload. But at least they had their job still. I did receive a 3-month severance, but I never knew how long that would last. It was temporary to cover my expenses. I did apply for unemployment benefits and received weekly benefits during that time. My finances to cover my expenses was definitely a concern. Finding a job was a huge priority. I had 2 kids. They were 6 and 4 at the time. So this was approximately 3 years post-divorce. So I was the only income in the household, and that concerned me. I applied to several jobs. I don't recall how many. Fortunately, I interviewed and was offered a job in December of 2009, and that started in 2010. Looking back, I was definitely hurt during my first layoff, and I was still young in the working world post-college. But I did close that chapter immediately and started a new chapter. What you can do is turn the page and look forward. It's okay to grieve, but understand this isn't a family member. It's a job. It's a business. Grief over the weekend or for a few days. Let out all the pain, the anger, frustration in a healthy way. Go work out, do something strenuous to let go of the negative emotions. Then sit down and write down a plan on what your next move will be. Life will never be perfect. I'm 48 years old. I've seen several downs in my life. Divorce, being overweight, being in debt, laid off 4 times. But I have always bounced back and created a new positive chapter right after. I know times are rough, but keep on pushing. Tell me your thoughts. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And that's all I got. Stay safe, be happy, and be positive. Love you. Dad.